Hello, my name is Thomas Denny. Today I will be accompanied by Tria Zhong, Sam Chumlagai, and Kai Smith, and we are here to tell you about our strategic analysis of textbook brokers. First, we will have Mr. Tria Zhong tell you about the modified building blocks of competitive advantage.
All right, looking at modified building blocks of competitive advantage, uh, textbook brokers use a strategic arena building block standpoint. They compete as a product company. They sell various products, books to students, as well as university branded apparel and accessories across many universities. The channels in which they compete are both brick and mortar and online. So they have two locations just based right off the university's campus. They have one on the north side of campus and the other on the southeastern side of campus. Um, they partake in a niche market because they cater mainly to college students and alums, providing books and apparel at exceptional rates. So textbook brokers also use the quality block to gain competitive advantage. They do so by uh, using functionality. So students, whenever they go into textbook brokers, you could always expect that you're getting a fully functioning access code book or apparel. Now you also look at reliability. Within reliability, you can expect that your book's going to have complete pages. You're not going to miss any pages. No pages are going to be torn. Uh, and that's as far as reliability goes. Now, along with functionality and reliability, you could expect durability. And durability is a book that whenever the student opens up, it's not going to fall apart right then and there. It's going to be durable and it's going to hold its own weight. Now I'm going to pass it to Sam to talk to you all about the internal and external analysis.
Textbook brokers employs students. They have really excellent customer services. They have affordable prices for the books, as well as a rent now, pay later program. And they are really active on social media such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. They do have some weaknesses behind, though. They do not have such a big online platform. They lack smartphone, tablet applications. And one of the major problems they have is they do not get a lot of traffic during the middle of the semester. They're really busy at the beginning of the semester and at the end of the semester when students are selling books and stuff. But in between those time, they do not really get any customers. They do have lots of opportunities moving forward. They can sponsor clubs and events at the universities and colleges. Another big opportunity that we found out for textbook brokers is uh, Phillips bookstore at MTSU is ending. Their contract is ending soon. They have a potential bid from textbook brokers to become the official campus bookstores of MTSU. They can continue to develop partnership with Amazon and Chegg. Now I'm going to talk about threats that bookstore are facing. A lot of campuses, such as MTSU, now offers a packaging thing where students will be able to pay their tuition expenses and books together. Due to convenience and easy to access, students lean towards such programs. And publishers nowadays are leaning towards online courses and ebooks. This could have a really a big impact on physical textbook rental market. Now I'm going to pass it to Kai to talk about strategic concerns.
First strategic concern for textbook brokers is the current loyalty program. So they do have a current loyalty program where they offer a discount. When you return your books, you get normally a 15% coupon for the next term. However, the time period that this discount is available is typically the week before courses start, and students aren't typically buying textbooks in that time period. Normally, students will wait until the first week of class, second week sometimes, to see if the professor actually requires the textbook. The offered discount, it's expired by the time that peak sales season even starts. So that's our first strategic concern. Our second one is the online interface, specifically the website. Each textbook broker's website, with the school that is catered to, there's not a specific template that they all follow. So if you go to a couple of them, you'll see what looks like 3 totally different websites, and they are, but we feel like they should follow some sort of common template. And another thing is, when you go to certain online bookstores such as Amazon, you get the convenience of one-click shopping, where you can type in, a general idea of what the book is called, and it'll pull up a list of relevant things. Whereas at textbook brokers, you go to the website, you click textbooks, and you have to type in the term, the department, the course, and then the section number. So we feel like that process could be expedited a little bit. Our next one is, there's no current mobile application. This is a world where students are always on their phones. Not even students, parents are always on their phones as well. So we feel like not having a mobile application where students could type in their schedule and it could show them what books they need right there on their phone, or even just the one-click shopping like we discussed before, we feel like they're missing a big chunk of the market with not having that mobile application. And then lastly, this kind of goes on the discount strategic concern as well. As just a lack of services and a lack of traffic throughout the stores in those time periods before and after the busy seasons. They don't offer tutoring and technology rentals, and we feel like that is something that could bring people into the stores when sales are down. So between or in the middle of the semester, actually, when people aren't coming into the store as much, we feel like if they offered tutoring or technology rentals, that would get more traffic into the stores. And let's say I go into the store for tutoring, or I go in to rent an iPad and I pass a shirt I like, I'm more likely to buy that rather than me coming in, picking up textbooks and leaving, or me coming in, dropping off textbooks and leaving. So there's just very little student traffic in the brick and mortar locations outside of those peak business times. And now I'm going to pass it on to Thomas, who's going to talk to you about our recommendations.
So as far as recommendations that we came up with for textbook brokers, the first one that really rang a bell was really expanding something that they already do, and that was with their loyalty program, especially with their social media campaigns and giveaways. Right now, they really only have their social media giveaways at the beginning and the end of every semester. And so obviously at those peak seasons, it plays into bringing people in. But there's also the 14 weeks in the middle of the semester when people aren't really dealing with textbooks. So we think that textbook brokers can capitalize on their sales of apparel if they have different giveaways throughout those 14, 15 weeks. And that could be something as simple as people reposting a graphic on their Instagram page or their Twitter. Millennials nowadays are consistently using those social media platforms. And so the more brand recognition is out there, the more likely they're to have traffic from their target audience during those times when the brick and mortar locations aren't as busy as they would like them to be. Additionally, we believe that they should start up a referral rewards program to where if you refer somebody to textbook brokers when they've previously shopped somewhere else and they buy a certain amount of books, they get the person who referred the new customer would get a certain percentage off their books the next semester, or a certain percentage off an apparel purchase. Similarly, we talked about a cash back system, kind of like with your credit cards, how if you spend a certain amount of money, you get some money back on your statement. Let's say if you spent $100 at Textbook Brokers, you would get $5 back towards another purchase at Textbook Brokers. So really, it's just recycling that business back into the brick and mortar locations and online. Speaking of online, we recommend that Textbook Brokers looks into building their online platform out, specifically with the mobile application, which I will talk about in a little bit more depth here momentarily. But for building their online platform, we suggest making everything more cohesive in terms of their different websites they have for their different universities that they serve. And so it's one template. It's easy to read. We also suggest they add a one-click shopping button. So as soon as you input your information into the website and it stores that, all you have to do is whenever you see the book that you need to buy, it's one click. It's as simple as that. You either get it shipped to you or you go pick it up in the store. And we also suggest that Textbook Brokers partners with MTSU CIS, which is the Department of Computer Information Systems, and the AITP, which is inside of the CIS. That's the Association of Information Technology Professionals, to develop the mobile application and enhance the website interface. We believe that adding this partnership would be very beneficial because the university administration would see this as a very mutualistic partnership. It helps Textbook Brokers. It helps the students gain real experience, and the department and the association are always looking for different ways to get students experience that is applicable to what their real world post-college jobs will look like. So getting those students to help develop the website interface and application would be huge. Additionally, it kind of gets rid of a middleman. So if you bring in a third party to make these adjustments, they're still going to likely poll and survey students as to what will bring them to use the application and website. So if you're already having the students make those changes, you cut out that extra step and you figure out what specifically MTSU students want in an application and the website. And last but not least, we believe that Textbook Brokers should offer more appealing services to their clientele. Right now, Textbook Brokers is only into textbooks and then obviously apparel and accessories. So essentially for students, they're only coming in at the beginning and the end of every semester. They're coming in at the beginning to get their textbooks and their athletic apparel and MTSU gear. And then at the end of the semester, they're returning their books. So to continue to have people flow through there all semester, we would like to see Textbook Brokers perhaps offer tutoring. That would allow them to hire more students and have more students in there all semester long, getting more exposure to the different product offerings they have. So like if I was to go into Textbook Brokers 5 times for tutoring over the course of the semester, and I saw this one Nike Dry Fit Polo that I really wanted, I'd be more likely to buy it if I was to have repeated exposure to it as opposed to just seeing it once in August and then once in December. Additionally, we believe that if they expanded into technology rentals, it could be an attractive option for students commuting long distances who might not have access to like the library or the BAS on a consistent basis. They would be able to rent a tablet or laptop, be able to bring that home with them. And then at that point, they could do whatever work they needed for the amount of time they had the laptop or tablet rented out, and all they'd have to do is return it. But these are all the recommendations we have, and I'd like to thank you very much for tuning in.